of his eye. Sit right down, we're gonna give you the scoop with Ryan Pfeiffer and Lisa Doop. Shamma-lamma ding-dong-loop-de-loop. This is the story of a guy named Mr. Boop.
You're listening to Being Mr. Boop. My name is Lisa Doop and I'm Mr. Boop.
Oh, I'm Ryan Pfeiffer and I'm also Mr. Boop. I tried to rhyme it with Lisa Doop.
Yeah.
Mr.
It's surprisingly hard, isn't it?
Nah.
To rhyme boop and dupe. I don't know how.
Mr. and
how
Lisa is
okay.
hard to rhyme.
Okay.
The part that's more difficult to rhyme.
Same number of
It's
syllables.
Mr.
Anyway, Ryan, it's Monday, August 31st, 2020, and today we're reading the 160th ever Mr. Boop strip. What happens in today's Mr. Boop?
In today's Mr. Boop, hey, that's what day is it? Hey, wait a minute. I don't know what the hell this synopsis is saying. I don't know how to read this.
It's
Lisa, this is not how synopses work. This doesn't describe anything.
Hey, that's what day it is. Hey, wait a minute.
First of all, that's not what that says. It says, hey, what day is it?
I know.
Second of all, that still doesn't describe... You don't want to read the shadow synopses because they don't make sense until the strip is over, but the synopsis you just wrote doesn't make sense until the strip is over. Because it doesn't even describe anything. Sometimes I'll write a synopsis that doesn't... that describes something that happens at the end, but it's not like responding to something that happens at the end. It's describing what happens.
No. Listen, Ryan, in panel 1, we have Dr. Sonic.
I'm taking you to task on this.
We have Dr. Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah.
Okay, there he is.
And he thinks to himself, he's holding a clipboard, reading some diagnosis, I'm sure.
Looking down at it, yep.
Yeah, he's a little shocked or something. Or not shocked, he's just like, he's
concentrating.
This is his natural face, I guess. He thinks, let's see, Electries. I've got a new patient today, Electries.
Panel 2.
Oh my god!
We see... No, don't say oh my god yet, because we don't know we haven't described it, so we can't see it.
What? Huh? Where am I?
You're in a doctor's office. You're in a... You had a pretty bad blow to the head.
Where's Garfield? Where's Dr. Sonic the Hedgehog?
So we see the other... It's a reverse shot. So we see Dr. Sonic the Hedgehog from behind, and he's looking at his examining table, and he looks surprised. There's an excite trike coming off of his head. He's got a little claw hand up, like whoa, and he's shocked. And his thought bubble reads. Okay, wait. Before I read the thought bubble, let's see what is on this veterinarian's examination table. Oh my god!
Wait,
oh my
what?
god!
Where am I?
It's a fat, orange cat with black stripes. Wait a second.
I think I've heard about this cat.
Wait a second.
Ryan, is this Garfield?
Lisa.
Is it Garfield?
You're listening to Being Jim Daly.
Is this circa 1979?
We should have brought Chris and
Garfield?
John in for this week.
We should have.
So they could have been like,
If
wait, is
only
this
they
a regular occurrence? Or...
If only they'd
We just
respond to
expect
all
every strip to be like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see Garfield. He looks exactly like... This is this design for Garfield. We'll describe the design, because otherwise it's just Garfield. He's just sitting there.
This
and
is
it's
like
just
circa 1979.
But the design,
Garfield,
it's reminiscent of the 70s design, but like not exactly. His head shape is it's kind of like a mix of the 70s design and the design that would follow it.
The 80s design.
Yeah. I'm kind of thinking about what I'm saying here, because it's not like the design's transitioned subtly, so
It's
I
like a
mean, there's already an
combination of
in-between
both
design
sides.
as there is,
Yeah.
but it's not quite that. It's kind of like a badly drawn version of that.
It's interesting that he's chosen this version. Maybe it's like a preferred version of Alex. He's just like, yeah, I like how
Yeah.
Garfield from this era looks, so I drew him in.
Yeah, I mean it's well, I'm looking at the pipe strip one right now. I mean it's his eyes are a little bit bigger. His jowls are a little bit smaller.
That's to account for the style of Mr.
He's
Boop.
a little bit less hunchbacked. So it is a little. It's a bit more evolved. But it's not like it's not exactly like he's ever looked in the actual strip. Anyway, Dr. Sonic the Hedgehog has a thought bubble. What is he thinking?
He's thinking, huh? A cat?
AU bang.
I'm not a damn veterinarian.
There's an AU bang after huh and cat.
Yeah.
And 3 electro points after veterinarian.
And he said-
Right, he's not a veterinarian.
No.
That's right. So it's not a veterinarian examination table,
It's true.
but it is right now. And Garfield the cat has a thought bubble as well. His thought bubble reads, "I can sense something big coming, Electries. We are all doomed."
Says I, Garfield.
Says
I guarantee.
I say I can sense something big coming, Electries. We are all doomed.
That's good. That's a rap.
I say yo yo yo. We are all doomed.
Yeah.
You said it's a rap, so panel 3. Dr. Sonic the Hedgehog and Garfield both look towards the audience. Well, Dr. Sonic the Hedgehog isn't really looking at the audience, he's looking up, but he's like
looking up,
mugging
yeah.
for the camera.
Goy.
And they're both like making a goofy, like grinning face.
The studio audience is probably cheering.
And the doctor is shrugging even, like, what can you do?
Yeah.
Garfield isn't moving, but his expression, it's changed. And they're both thinking at the same time, 3, 2, 1.
It must be a Monday.
You're gonna have to sync that up in post.
No, no.
Monday is underlined, and there's 3 electro points after it.
Yeah, it is.
It is Monday. I guess that's why Garfield showed up, to bring a premonition for Monday.
And speaking of Mondays, the shadow synopsis reads, "I'm so sorry, but
Speaking of Monday,
due to the nature of this what?
Speaking of Monday, panel 4 is just black.
Oh, yes, panel 4 is just black, just like it's always been." He says, the Patreon description says, the shadow synopsis, if you will, says, "I'm sorry, but due to the nature of this Patreon's one day in advance schedule, you will be reading this on Sunday, not a Monday. I hope you will forgive me."
No.
That's
You
a
know what,
goodbye,
Alec?
forgive
You know what? It's Friday right now as we're reading this. Little peek behind the corner.
What?
The curtain.
What?
You really should have taken that into account and like made an alternate version for us here.
Where he says it must be a Friday.
It must be
Instead.
Friday, yeah. And yeah, I know what you're thinking. Garfield doesn't care about Fridays. Why would that matter?
Actually.
Sometimes. Sorry, I'm taking a ibuprofen here. Because this podcast is so aggravating.
Yeah.
Garfield's problem is with Monday. In fact, so for those who don't know a little bit Garfield lore here,
Yeah.
Garfield,
He doesn't like Mondays, right?
he doesn't like Mondays
yeah.
because they are canonically very unlucky for him, and disaster befalls him on Mondays. That is the reason. Because people are like, well, he doesn't work, he doesn't have a job. Oh, I bet he doesn't like Mondays because John goes out to work. John works
Guess
from
what?
home. John works from home.
And even if that was true, he'd be there on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday as well.
Exactly. And, so the reason is that Garfield has bad luck on Mondays. That's the reason. But in the world of Mr. Boop, everything's topsy-turvy. We don't know that that's the case. Oh, it must be a Monday. It could be a Friday. Fridays could be unlucky. And guess what? What is the doom in this one? That everything cuts to black like The Sopranos? Well, guess what? That's happened every other day. So if he said it was a Friday, it would still work.
Well, I think I think he's foreshadowing later events in the strip, right?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know what though. Even like with my foreknowledge, I don't know what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm. This is sort of about living a fantasy, right? Of like, ooh, I'd love to be in a Garfield strip and say his iconic catchphrase with him. You know what I mean?
But Alec isn't even saying it. It's Dr.
Yeah,
Sonic the
that's
Hedgehog.
what I was thinking about. That's what I was thinking as I was contemplating this. But I feel like, it broadly applies, right?
I think he just wanted to
On, like,
use
a meta.
Garfield because Garfield is funny.
That's true. If I could put Garfield in my comic, then I know I would.
It's an easy laugh.
Yeah. And
It's
Jim
a
Davis.
cop-out.
Jim Davis isn't gonna sue him because he's dead, right?
No, that's not true. Jim Davis is immortal.
No, Jim in the Mr. Boop universe, Jim Davis killed himself. Remember?
Did he?
Yeah, it's mentioned.
I don't remember that.
It's
Was that in the book?
Yeah, it's the forward for the book. But when I showed
said-
Sophia, she
said he
said
killed
was.
himself.
Yeah, it says it's from his.
So it must have
suicide
been
note.
after the strip club interview, huh?
Yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to a Jim.
R.I.P. Loose meat.
I think we've discussed this one to death.
To Jim Davis's death
Yeah.
specifically.
Coincidentally.
I love Garfield.
Yeah, he's alright.
That's my thoughts on this. It'll be interesting.
Can you give us a
I don't think Garfield's gonna
Garfield?
stick around. I'm pretty sure this is the only strip Garfield's in.
Can you
if
give
I'm
us
not
a
mistaken?
Garfield?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Garfield.
It's pretty good.
That felt really stupid.
Yeah, it looked like it too. It sounded as well.
Great, thanks. You know what? Can we get a Alvin from you?
Alvin.
Yeah. How do you
was
like
great,
that?
actually.
Huh?
That was good. I think I should apply to be on the next Alvin and the Chipmunk show. Dave is British now. No, wait, no. Let me give me a second. Alvin.
I win.
Alvin! Alvin Chipmunks, you've embarrassed me for the last time. Have you seen that clip from the...
No.
You've been listening to Being
Alvin,
Mr.
you get bucky with those song
That's
lyrics.
from the British version of... That's the British version of Alvin Chipmunk. That actually airs here. It's
Does
Alvin... Alvin... David...
Elvin and the
The chip...
wombats.
Yeah.
Elvin and the wombats.
I think wombats are Australian.
I don't fucking know. No, they're not just Australian.
They're not
What
here.
do you guys have? Do you guys have chipmunks?
We have foxes, stuff like that.
Foxes are not comparable to chipmunks.
I know, but that's the only thing I can think of that we have a lot of that aren't as...
They don't have to be a lot of.
I don't know. Okay, here we go.
Muskrats.
Alvin and the Grey Squirrels.
That's awful. That doesn't
What?
work.
That works.
No.
Do you know about what
That's
happened
too
with the
specific.
Grey? Do you know what happened to the Grey and the Red Squirrels?
No, what?
Liam
Neeson hunted them down.
Grey Squirrels were the native to American. No, were the native to England, right? I think. And then the Red Squirrels were imported from America and just wiped out the Grey, and now they're endangered. It's like, damn.
Was the red? You guys have red squirrels?
Yes, and one of them wiped out the other, but I can't remember. Yeah, the red squirrels used to be native to here, and
The
then
red squirrel.
the
Isn't
gray...
that band you like? The red squirrels.
Yeah, I love the red squirrels. Alvin and the Red Squirrels.
You can wrap it up now.
Okay. Now that you've done your joke.
Yes,
Fine.
exactly.
You've been listening to Being Mr. Boop. 90% my wife jokes.
My wife.
My wife. We need to get a photo up. You can visit the show's website at www.being.
My wife, I tell ya.
Oh,
I love her. Oh, she's great.
Whoa. You see, my wife, Mrs. Boop. She, there's a Columbo bit. You can visit the show's website.
My wife.
Mrs. Boop.
That broad, she just gives me no respect.
She does this. Now
she has this thing. She doesn't
like,
give me any respect.
She doesn't think about. She thinks that a copyright violation is not really a crime, and Anyway, you've been blah 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 blah. Sign up to host the podcast.
I've never seen Columbo.
No, me neither. For more updates,
I need to finish. Go
yes,
on,
Ryan.
Mind, whatever. I need to finish watching Beyond Westworld before I can start watching another old show like that.
Beyond Westworld's old.
Columbo
old.
around here? Yeah, well, whatever. It's buried. Yeah, it's an old. It's like a 6-episode show, procedural show. It got canceled. It's about it's called Beyond Westworld because they're going out and finding the robots are under control by this evil guy who wants to take over the world with the robots from Westworld, and they have to find them and
that's very interesting.
Destroy them or whatever. It's really dull.
And why do you just cancel?
I bought the DVD to watch it so that I would have context, all the Westworld lore, so I could watch the new show.
Have you seen Westworld?
No, that's why I'm watching Beyond Westworld.
No, I mean the movie Westworld.
Oh yes, I've seen Westworld and Future World.
Yeah, cool. That guy really just hated theme parks. Tell you what
guy?
The guy who wrote Westworld.
Oh yeah, Michael Crichton.
Yeah.
Because he wrote Jurassic Park as well.
Yeah, dude was just like, ooh, theme parks give me the heebie-jeebies.
Thank you and good night.
Thank you and good night, everyone.
Well, married to the world famous Betty Boop. She was what a lucky guy. So in love might make you puke. She's the apple of his eye. Sit right down, we're gonna give you the scoop with Ryan Pfeiffer and Lisa Doop. Shamma-lamma ding dong loop-de-loop. This is the story of a guy named Mr. Boop.